Right. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Welcome to today's first episode of Qande Unplugged. I am your host, Nyakiringa Nganga, and today we are having an exciting and informative discussion lined up for you. We're diving into a topic that's crucial to everyone looking to grow their wealth and secure their financial future investing in Kenya. Our guest is someone who knows this field and out. He is a passionate and knowledgeable investment advisor who has been helping individuals and businesses navigate the Kenyan dynamic investment landscape. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming an inspiring young professional who is making waves in the world of finance and investment as a dedicated investment advisor. She's helping individuals and businesses navigate the complexities of financial planning, empowerment, and securing the financial futures with confidence. Her deep knowledge and passion and commitment to creating wealth and financial stability has earned her a reputation as a trusted voice in the industry. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's please give a very, very warm welcome to the dynamic and insightful Wambui Ngigi. Welcome, Wambui.
Thank you so much. Wow, what an introduction. That's so beautiful. Um, and yes, today we'll just be just doing a general overview about the finances, matters, insurance, in terms of investments, even for the people abroad in diaspora. How can you save to come back home? You can't just come back without you saving, without your investments. You can't
Yeah,
just come without you planning on how you're
yeah,
going to back home, So
yeah,
everyone needs, and even here at home in Kenya, everyone needs a
yeah,
plan how to live, invest, because everyone wants assets, everyone wants to be cash rich, everyone wants to be asset wealthy as well. And the thing is, it's not just being rich. Being rich, you can be rich in a day, but we are looking
yeah,
to build wealth, generational wealth. And this is different from just being rich, because rich is different for everyone. There's somebody who 1 million, they're already rich. There's another one who 100 million is rich. And another one perspective is, when I get 1 trillion, I'll be rich. So rich
yeah,
is, you can be rich in one day, but how
yeah.
wealth is something that you build over time. And
Right. So
even
before we start, Wambui, before we start, we want to know Wambui. Who's Wambui? What does Wambui do? And how did you get into the world of investments?
so who is Wambui Ngigi? So Winning Gigi is a young professional
Yeah,
who deals with matters finance,
yeah,
majoring in insurance,
yeah,
and grounded.
yeah.
And I never started with finance. I've
Okay.
navigated a lot in my career as well.
Yeah,
I to banking, I've gone to NGOs, I've gone into business. So I've
yeah,
navigated through the career path in
yeah,
different professions, and there's something I needed to know, because they I found a problem that I was having personally, and I wanted
yeah.
to tackle it, and I saw it was also a problem to other people as well.
Okay.
You get money, but you don't understand where it goes, and
Yeah,
neither see what it has done for you. So when I was just navigating along my career path, I
yeah,
found wanted to learn more about finances. I also want to help more people of my age,
yeah.
also help them navigate matters
Yes.
finances as. So this path has now led me to where I am currently, help
Yeah,
build on finances, helping others as well, as I also continually grow on this journey as well, because there's
okay.
something I learn from the older people that I meet,
Yeah,
that I'm able to now help my younger peers as well to add
yeah.
on what I currently have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a good start. So what we're going to do is we're going to let you do most of the talking today. And because you've got all the information that we want, And for those listening, we are going to have a question and answer session at the end. So if you can all type your answers in the comment section, then I'm going to read the questions after Wambui has told us everything that we she needs to tell us. So, Wambui, please give us a brief start with giving us an overview of the different types of investments that are available. And then once we've done that, then you can dive into slight detail into each of them, um, what's available, because we're not going to delve into too much because then we'll be here forever, but it's just a little bit about each. So first, tell us what are the different types of investment products that are offered in Kenya?
So there are different categories that are there to invest in, and
Yeah.
they're normally categorized in different phases. I'll say phases because
Mm-hmm.
investment programs, plans that
Yeah.
are there. There are
Yeah.
life assurance plans that are there. There's
Mm-hmm.
general insurance plans that are there. And there
Yeah.
are also other plans that are
Mm-hmm.
involved the kind of last expense where you're trying to build generational wealth, where you're
Okay.
trying to, yeah.
Okay. Um, so what factors would potential investors consider before choosing an investment?
So there is something before even an individual tries to understand what kind of investment they are going to invest in.
Yeah.
I tell I'll sit down with the client and tell them to look at their finances into four phases. So
Mm-hmm.
you can having a circle, and then in that
Okay.
circle you section it into four.
Okay.
So first section, you
Mm-hmm.
you try to understand your income.
Okay.
So this is income management. Your first quarter is income management. So
Yeah.
under income management, you're trying to understand where do I get my money from.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we if we are accounting for money, we need to understand where am I getting money from. Is it
Okay.
from is it from salary? Is it from rental
Mm.
income? So we need to know
Yeah.
where are you getting money from. If you're a fraudster, tell us. I'm a fraudster. This is where I'm getting my money.
Yeah. You
Um,
need you need to know that. Yeah.
yeah, we need to know where you're getting your money.
Yeah.
Because if we are
Obviously.
planning for money, we need to know
Mm.
you're getting it, India.
Yeah.
And
And
we
also
go to
for
the
money laundering reasons.
yes, definitely. And the
Mm.
second part we look at is your management now. This is your financial management.
Yeah.
This is where you think about your after we have understood your income, now we can be
Mm.
able to manage money.
Yeah, okay.
So understand your budgets. We need to understand where you investing, where are you putting your money, where have you
Mm.
been putting money because you've been getting money, where have you been. We are trying to track your money now. Where is
Yeah.
this money? Where is it been going? So we are trying to
Mm.
get to the questions where, how, what, where are you this week, these 3 days I had money. Next week if we ask you
Yeah.
for money, you're telling us me, I don't know where my money went. I had
Yeah.
money, but im- it has finished. So this is the
Yeah.
section where we can understand where is your money
Mm.
going, you planning with
Yeah.
your money. So we're just trying
Mm.
to have your money management skills there. And then
Yeah.
in the third section we have risk management. We've already
Okay.
understood getting money, and then we have
Mm-hmm.
understood budget and where you're taking your money. And then
Yeah.
after that, we need to do a risk management. Risk
Yes.
management is very important because this is
Yeah.
the bit where you try and secure your finances. You can
Yeah.
be asset, you can be cash rich. Yes. We've understood how you're using your money. Yes. We understood where you're putting your money. Yes.
Yeah.
Now we
Mm.
need to look at risk management. Risk management, this is important
Mm-hmm.
because if you don't take care of your income management and your financial management, you
Yeah.
tend to lose in your risks.
That's
When I
true.
talk, this is something like your medical bills,
Yeah.
home insurance, car
Mm.
insurance,
Yes.
even insurance, even
Mm.
black tax there.
Yes. Yeah.
All these things add them at risk management,
Mm-hmm.
because if you take an example, if somebody gets sick at home,
Yeah.
don't have a medical cover, you need to use
Yeah.
cash for them to go to
Yes.
hospital. So
That's
it's
true.
either you had land and the medicals are too high, it means you're
Yeah.
going to sell land to get money to
Mm-hmm.
settle bills. If you had
Yeah.
saved money in a circle in a bank,
Mm.
it will have to come out from that bank, from
Yeah.
that circle, for you to settle
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
this medical needs for yourself.
Okay.
Another thing, home for your home insurance as
Mm-hmm.
well. So
Yeah.
something, if you've bought an asset or accessory in the house that is very expensive, let's say like a TV, the PlayStations, all these gadgets that are quite
Yeah.
expensive, you
Yeah.
don't imagine it getting damaged today and then
Yeah.
you're going to buy it tomorrow. If your
Mm-hmm.
TV was costing 300,000 and we tell you out of your budget, we are
Mm-hmm.
spending half 300,000 abruptly without you planning, it gets
Yeah.
your financial a bit of a stretch or a shock on
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
You need to understand how are you doing your risk management.
Yeah. Yeah.
After all is said and done, in the last quarter now, we look
Yeah.
at retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Retirement. This
Yeah.
is everyone is getting old. We are all aging.
Yeah.
Everyone, the young people currently, I'm hearing, I want to retire at 20, 30. Some funny things, but it's a desire they have. It can be met if
Yeah.
at this current generation, people are able to make money while they are quite very young,
That's true.
and they are able to manage this money quite well. They can even retire early.
Yes.
You
That's
understand where
true.
their money.
Mm.
So, after all is said and done, we need to understand I need to retire. And this is
Yeah.
not the time my kids, I'll curse all of
Mm.
you if you don't take care of me. I took all of you to
Yeah.
school. I took
Yeah.
you took care of everything you needed, all your needs, all your wants. So if you
Mm-hmm.
don't take care, I'll curse all of you. So
Yeah.
we need to have our houses in order as well, so
Yeah.
that even as we pass the mantle to the next generation, there'll be
Yeah.
easiness in it.
Mm. True.
They can see the seamlessness in it. They can enjoy their parents' retirement. They can
That's true.
also learn to do better than what their parents did.
Yeah.
Because I think even grandkids, even for you, I think you enjoy having them around, you spend money on them, you go shopping, and they'll say, Shushu, I want
Yes.
grandma, oh, I want it, I want. When we are with
True.
grandma, we are stressed. So we need to plan our retirement. And when you're
Mm.
retiring, to know that at least if you're spending, if we are working with figures, if you're making, let's say, 200,000 or 100,000 per month,
Mm. Yeah.
that when you're retiring, you shouldn't be less than 70, because you'll get shock. Your
Yeah.
income should be at least at 70,000 per month,
Mm. That's true.
at the least, because if your system and mind and all your things are adapted in one kind of thinking and a certain type of lifestyle, it's very
Yeah.
hard for you to change,
True.
to either maintain it or go higher. But when you're retiring, I always say
Mm.
double it or triple it. If you are
Yes.
making that 1 million you're making per month,
Yeah.
double, and you can be able to double it if you
Yeah.
just understand where you're putting the money.
Yeah.
When
Mm.
you plan, there's easiness in it. So if it's
Yeah.
that one, you should be making 700. You at least you should have disposable income of 700,000 every
Yes.
month.
Yeah.
You can say you can fuel your car. Your retirement home is well built, and
Social
because there's a
shows.
shows are okay, your medical
Yeah.
bills will be covered, when your
Yeah.
grandkids come around will be okay.
Yeah.
And in case of anything arising, you'll still
Mm,
be okay because
yeah.
you've covered the risk and because
Mm,
you already understood your money management
yeah.
and already know where you're getting your money from, then there
Mm,
is in all of these things.
yeah.
So if you
Okay.
understand that those phases, then we can
Mm,
understand need because
yeah.
everyone's need is different depending
That's
in
true.
their age.
Mm,
When you're 0 to 20 years, you're a dependent. Mostly, we are using our parents' money.
yes.
Uh, we are at school trying to figure out where will I get money. But in
Yeah.
diaspora, people are already working, but they are
Mm,
already because they have never enjoyed money. Maybe now they are trying to enjoy the money now. They've
yeah.
never bought. They have a desire of buying a certain shoe. They just buy.
Yeah.
So at that phase, you rarely do people understand what they need at that particular age, and they're
That's
depending
true.
on parents. And then we
Yeah.
have the 2040. This phase is crisis, but
Yeah.
it needs soberness of mind. Remember, this is
Mm,
the phase where starting families, they are going to school, they are starting maybe their second masters, their first
yeah.
home, their first car, all these things are happening, and yet we are
Careers.
school fees. You start paying school fees in that phase as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
under all these crises, you need
Mm,
to start accumulating.
yeah.
You need
Okay.
to start accumulating something, saving. Even as you pay school fees,
Interesting.
all the rent, or as you pay all these things, you need to be
Yeah.
saving and
Yeah.
investing and getting asset
That's true.
rich. You do not care.
Yeah.
The world does not care.
Yeah. It's like the
And
Chinese do. The Chinese teach the children to save 50% of what they get, and they taught from when they're babies. And
yes,
that means that you're taking care of your retirement. So you can have an enjoyable retirement where you can take care of your bills, you can take care of your grandchildren, you can travel, you can do what you want to do. So it's
yeah,
important. Mm.
yeah.
So other question for you is, so how to ensure that the investment products you have are accessible and affordable to average Kenyans, both living in Kenya and in the diaspora?
So when you're trying
Mm.
to look for something that works for you, we
Yeah.
start uh, asking the first question: How much money am
Mm.
I getting?
Yeah. Mm.
How much money am I getting?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so you understand how much money you're getting, then you can plan for that
Mm.
money.
Mm.
The unfortunate thing we do is when even we
Yeah.
get a salary increment or another form of disposable income, what we do is elevate our lifestyle. That's what we forget. We are not supposed to
Yes.
be elevating our lifestyle. We are
Yeah.
supposed to be trying to get the investments right. The
Putting
as
something aside.
yes, because
Mm.
if you want to maintain a certain lifestyle, you can't. Lifestyle is quite expensive.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And the cost of living has risen, so everything is expensive.
Yes, so before you raise that lifestyle, before you buy
Mm.
that car, is that
Yeah.
car enough for you to move from point A to B?
Yeah.
Does it
Yeah.
help you, and what do you need more? It's that investment rather than
Mm.
that. It's that investment rather
Yeah.
than that shoe.
Yeah.
Because some just become impulse buyers for things
Yeah.
that don't add value to us, unfortunately. Instead of
Yeah.
me thinking buy that land or buy an investment, put some
Hmm.
money for a certain project.
Mm.
We, how do I elevate my lifestyle? I need people
Yeah.
to know I'm making money. I need know
Mm.
when you get tangled up in all these things, you end up
Vanity.
forgetting. Yeah, you end up forgetting what is really important.
Yeah.
So I think for individual, we have to sit down
Hmm.
first. How much money am I making? even
Mm-hmm.
if it's 50,000, even if it's that 20,000, even if
Yeah.
somebody's just making 10,000 to a
Yeah.
million, there's something you can
Mm-hmm.
do,
Yeah.
because every shilling counts. Even that
Yeah.
person who wants to be a millionaire and they lack that 1 shilling, they're not a
Mm.
millionaire yet. Until
Not
that
yet.
shilling account, then they can
Yeah.
become a millionaire. So every shilling is a value to you. Don't
Yeah.
undermine that shilling. Don't
Mm.
undermine 100 bob. Don't undermine that 1,000 bob. Don't
Yeah.
undermine that 1,000, 10,000. Regardless, it
Mm.
adds what you're building to, that vision
Yeah.
that you have. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are the different types of investment products that you think people can be interested in? I mean, things like trust funds, bonds, that sort of stuff.
I'll tell everyone. I think there are two classes that I
Mm-hmm.
advocate for everyone to have.
Mm-hmm.
One is emergency fund that
Mm-hmm.
falls under category of money markets, bonds,
Mm-hmm.
those trust
Mm-hmm.
funds, and
Mm-hmm.
then that up to your emergency fund.
Okay.
And then the other account you can open is um an account where you're saving money,
Mm-hmm.
regardless sort of the project or not. Just be
Yeah.
putting money aside for a
Mm-hmm.
project, a goal you have. Even
Mm-hmm.
if you buy, it's easy for you to purchase land, but for you to
Yeah.
build that land takes time and resources and investment. So buying
Mm-hmm.
a land will be quite easy, but
Yeah.
investing in that project is heavy. So
Yeah.
that's what we forget. So have
Mm.
one that is dealing with the emergency fund, and then
Yeah.
have an account where you're just building on funds, even if you haven't figured out what exactly you'll do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Just build on that. Along
Okay.
the way, you figure out where you, because everyone saves. You just don't save money.
Mm. It's
You never,
difficult to save.
saving takes discipline. It's like waking up to go to the gym, or being told by the
Yeah.
doctor eat right, and you want to eat the fries and that fried chicken. So here
Yeah.
we are telling broccoli every day,
Yeah.
greens every day, and that
Yes.
beats in the morning.
Mm.
Bitter pill to
Okay.
take, but you'll enjoy the outcomes of it.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, what kind of products uh would you recommend, and why do you think they appeal to many Kenyans, both in the diaspora and in Kenya?
Um, the trust funds is a go-to to everyone,
Mm-hmm.
because this is where you're putting money for cushion money.
Mm-hmm.
Just put there. You never. There's always a rainy day.
Yeah.
There's COVID has taught us there's always a rainy day.
A rainy day.
Just,
Really? Mm.
just always put money. Something
Mm-hmm.
always are. Sometimes, unfortunately, you're laid off from work and you had
Mm-hmm.
not even for it. They
Yeah.
and you're staying at home. Bills need to be paid. Rent has to be still paid. You're still eating. You need to keep alive. So you need money to survive in those months. That could be a real emergency. So if you had cushion money put aside, then before you deplete that emergency fund, you'll have
Mm-hmm.
already figured out what's next. Where can I get another income?
Okay.
And another thing is always build on those policies where you can be able to, you can buy a policy for your life.
Mm-hmm.
Your life.
Yeah.
No one prays for any misfortunes, but
Yeah.
we live on earth,
Yeah.
so
We all
anything can
headed
happen.
in that direction. Right.
Yeah.
So my other question is, how do you manage the risks associated with various investment products, particularly in the volatile markets?
So first of all, I'll say look for a person who is trustworthy.
Mm,
Finding a person who is trustworthy is also kind of risky. So you because you don't know a person, right?
yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
find a person and be able to trace them back.
Okay.
And also what's their backing. Look at the
Mm-hmm.
background company as well,
Okay.
because the presence of any company gives you
Mm,
security and guarantee they'll
yeah.
be there. Uh, in because even for every insurance has a insurance company that is backing it up,
Yes.
and a company like Britam has been there for the longest since independence.
Yeah.
You can see asset rich, cash
Mm-hmm.
rich, all these
Yeah.
things. So
Yeah.
it's not going anywhere, and it has
Mm-hmm.
branches in so many places, even
Yeah.
in African community. So
Yeah.
find a company that is trustworthy as well, that has been
Mm-hmm.
there in the game for long,
Yeah.
so that if you can sleep with easiness.
Yeah.
Money matters are quite intimate.
Yes, they
Even
are.
so, where you're putting your money, you need to make sure like your heart rate can be able to take it. You won't have
Yes.
an heart attack. Ama you're
Yes.
sleeping and then
True.
ama your bank ilihama. That bank, did it go anywhere? Was it closed? Are they closing today? Or are they what's going on? So you need to
Yeah.
know where you're putting your money. You need to sleep with easiness. You just need
Yeah.
because now we are not in that era where I think you guys used to put your money in the mattresses and you still sleep and you're okay.
No,
These
no,
days,
we're not that old. We're not that old, but we have put money in a bank that closed. Now, me and my mom had put money in a bank that closed. We were lucky that my boss was able to get our money back for us. But I know what you mean. It's good to be safe.
yeah.
Okay. So, okay, we're still going. We're still going. And how would investors assess the risks associated with the various investment products?
So every product you invest in,
Yeah.
there's always try to study it and see what are the risks. There's always a risk in every product.
Yeah.
Not that they are bad, but everything that is good, nothing in the world that doesn't have a hitch. If you are given something that doesn't have a hitch somewhere,
Yeah.
have that product. Because even for those who study cryptocurrency, they
Yeah.
know the market can fall and rise at any time. You can buy
Yeah,
a
they do.
Bitcoin today morning, it's at 1 million, of one Bitcoin is at 1 million.
Yeah.
By then by the other time when the market shares are being read, you hear your Bitcoin is of zero value, and then you had
Mm.
invested 1 million. You're wondering, guy, where do I
Where did
go?
all my money go?
I
Yeah. Mm.
had 50 Bitcoins.
Oh,
So
yeah. It's a volatile market. I know I have dipped my fingers into crypto, so I know how volatile that can get.
yeah, so you need to understand yourself first as a person.
Mm. Yeah.
If you're not a
Okay.
high risk person, don't put your
Mm.
money in risk places.
No.
Eh, We don't want to get you to the ICU.
You don't want to be getting a heart attack or a stroke.
Yes. So put your money in safer places.
Yeah.
Try investing in places where even if you lose that money,
Yeah.
it won't hurt you. We won't be going to ICU to see you. We won't be going to HDIU to understand where you're going.
Yeah.
So just put your money where you can sleep with easiness, because
Yeah.
investment with easiness and peace, though with a bit of pain. The pain is that discipline of saving, because no one wants to save. Everyone wants to
Yeah.
spend.
Mm. Okay. We can't hear you. We've lost you. We've
Can
no
you hear me?
sound. Oh, you've come back. You're back.
Oh, sorry.
You're back. No, you're back.
Okay.
It's normal. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. So my other question is, and people, those who are listening, please type your questions in the comment section. So what my other question is, for someone who wants to build wealth through investment, what initial steps would you recommend?
Sorry, I lost you there.
For someone who's looking to build wealth through investments, what initial steps would you recommend?
I'll say start with baby steps. Always
Yeah.
start with baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
Rome wasn't in a day. Let's
True.
try and start activating the discipline of saving money
Yeah.
slowly, slowly. We activate it slowly. You can't just
Yeah.
wake up and start running. We need to start by crawling, standing, taking those baby steps. Then we
Yeah.
can walk, then we can run, and then we can
Yeah.
fly. And
Yes.
along the way, you can think of skydiving.
Yeah. Skydiving. Yes. That's when you can take bigger risks. Yeah, I do
Yes.
get that. Okay.
So everyone needs to understand we need to first build on that discipline of
Mm.
those finances. So let's start from there, and then we
Yeah.
can work. It's money. If I start a program with somebody or a client of mine, let's say with you today,
Yeah.
this is
Mm.
a relationship building with you, not just for
Yeah.
1 year. Remember, maybe you're
Mm.
taking policies for 5 years, 10
Yeah.
years, 20
Yeah.
years. This is a journey
Yeah.
that I'm working with you. I'll be involved in your life. I'll know your
Yeah.
birth. I'll know. I'll also want to interact with you, know where your headspace is at, because there are some
Yeah.
things you can't do well
Yeah.
if you're not emotionally okay or you're not
Mm.
really okay. I need to understand you as
Mm-hmm.
a person. Even for every client, I'll handle them differently. So
Yeah.
this is a journey I'm working with everyone that I have. So
Yeah.
as I have this journey with this person, I need them to understand it's a journey. It's not a
Yeah.
relationship here and then tomorrow. It's not one night stand here.
Mm.
This
Yeah.
journey we are with you. So
Mm.
if it's a commitment, now let's just say this is marriage with you and your money and me. So we are starting a marriage relationship for the next 10,
Yes.
20, 30
Next so
years.
many years. Mm.
Yes. So we are not about to separate. So if you're tired, you go sleep on it and then tomorrow we'll meet again.
We start again. That's true. That's true.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So, with today's modern day, what digital tools or platforms do you offer to help clients monitor their investments in real time?
So currently we have the applications, and then
Mm-hmm.
you also have USSD codes where you can just dial a code and then see in which investment how you're performing. You can
Yeah.
also request email statements. All these things are
Mm.
generated for the
Mm-hmm.
individuals upon request, but the
Yeah.
applications you can from the application itself, you're
Yeah.
able to
Mm-hmm.
monitor how much investments you have, how your
Yeah.
policies are doing, how your investments are doing, how much do you have
Yeah.
there, do you need to increase, where do you need to adjust, how where do I need to do better. So the
Yeah.
application become to help. So
Yeah.
it's no longer the paperwork that used to be done and going with a booklet. Now at least you can be able to, by the touch of your phone, you can be able to access all these things. Bank, you see, there's always an advantage to some seasons because COVID
Yeah.
is what all these things, the applications, the USSD codes,
Yeah.
because
Mm.
people used to do paperwork. If you wanted insurance, is we do paperwork.
Yeah.
You come to the office or we come to you, do the paperwork, return to the office. But currently,
Yeah.
because of now, it, the clients, regardless of wherever you are all over the world, you can be able to do these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how do you see the role of fintech and innovation in the future of investment in Kenya, especially for the younger generations?
So I'll say it's bittersweet
Mm-hmm.
because with generation, they like microwave. They would like to invest and tomorrow they have earned 10 million. They invest
Yeah.
1 million, 10 million tomorrow. And the
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate we need to keep on reminding them is good things take time. Good
Yeah.
things take time. So you can give me a million today and tell me tomorrow morning you want 10 million. So good
Yes.
things take time. And also with the technology, the accessibility of money. Remember, these people can be able to now transact, they have visibility of this money because they
Yeah.
can be able to put the money in their accounts directly. There's a bit of disadvantage because they can withdraw this money upon their, because
Yeah.
it's that also remember.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only disadvantage, but
Mm.
technology has to build, because currently even the ability for people to access this information is much more
Yeah.
is made easier because of the technology currently, the social
Okay.
media, everything. So
Mm.
people are building their information, they can build on their knowledge. So
Yeah.
all these are building up, but we can see that the positive builds more than the negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, and so how do you or the company you work with, how do you maintain transparency regarding the performance of its investment products?
As so in the last month, the when the we were reading the budget, the
Yeah.
profit says, and even the pages of Britam
Yeah.
currently, we
Yeah.
display, we gazette all this information. How are we
Okay.
performing? All these
Mm-hmm.
things gazetted,
Mm.
they're
Yeah.
announced.
Yeah.
Um, we even there's always the GM himself goes to an extent of even having interviews to say how the company is performing, how the investments are doing. So there's
Yeah.
visibility. There's, I'll say, what do we call this? Out there where we want our clients to know how we are performing. We are giving you the light.
Yeah.
We are not withholding information. We want to
Yes.
be, because for the client to trust us with money, we need to show
Yes.
trust.
Mm-hmm.
And this trustworthiness is us
Yeah.
showing you how are we doing as a company. If we've
Okay.
made a, this is the loss we have made, and this is how we are
Mm.
recovering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do dividends and interest payments work for the investors?
It depends here because there's standardized rates even for investments. Let's say if it's the bond plus, it's at
Yeah.
14%, 13 point something percent. So that is
Yeah.
standard one. So what
Okay.
differentiates the earning of one person to another is how much
Mm-hmm.
one had invested. So
Yeah.
if according to your investment, if you had put 1 million, you'll get 13% of that 1 million. If you
Okay.
had put thousand, that's what you'll get. If you had put 10 million, that's what you'll get. If you had put 50 million, that's what you'll get. If you put 100 million, that's if you put 1 billion, that's what you'll get.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
And that's per annum.
yeah.
Okay. So, how do you ensure that the investment decisions contribute to economic development and social impact in Kenya?
So all the investments that are gotten by the company,
Mm-hmm.
um, we also invest in the economy of Kenya as well. So
Yeah, okay.
it's buying those government bonds. The company is able to do that because it's investing in trillions and billions of money. So it's
Yeah.
also supporting the Kenyan government itself. So
Okay.
yeah.
And what does the company you work with, how do they ensure compliance with regulatory standards by the Capital Markets Authority in Kenya?
So first of all, because it's an insurance, we are authorized by the IRA first,
Yeah.
and then even to the capital investment as well, because they are
Mm-hmm.
investments done by them for us.
Yeah.
If there are certain shares we are buying, we buy through them.
Okay.
So, and they are the ones who regulate all these things for us. So there's
Okay.
always currency. So there's no one man show here or hiding some investment or we are doing this. So there's no backdoor in finances really, because you'll be
Mm.
tagged con people. So
Yeah.
and a company can be in existence for all those years, yet they are con people.
Yeah.
So the the stability of this company of Britain shows that it has been trustworthy. It has been showing that light to the people for many years.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And what are the tax implications of investing in any of the products, and how do you guide clients through this?
So there are a few products
Oh dear, you're frozen. You're frozen. No sound. Oh, you're
Am
back.
I back?
You were frozen. Yeah, you were
Sorry,
frozen for a bit.
sorry.
Can you hear us?
So
Can you hear us?
I was
Mm.
saying,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. So
Oh, yes.
on
You keep freezing. You
and
keep
mostly,
freezing.
yeah. Oh
You
my
keep
God,
freezing.
what's happening?
No, you're back. You're back. Okay, what we were
And
saying
now,
is, what are the tax implications of investing in Britain's products, and how do you guide clients through this? You're
there are a
back.
few products.
Okay, you're back. Okay, we're having a bit of trouble with the streaming here, because you keep cutting out and freezing.
Am I
You're
okay?
frozen now again. You're frozen. You're
Am I
frozen again.
frozen?
Yeah, you're frozen. I'll tell you
So
what.
there are a few products.
Let's. Can you hear us? You're frozen. Okay, for we don't have any
So
questions yet. Mm-hmm.
for the for those, so for the tax implications, they're mostly
Yeah.
on the investment ones, in the
Mm-hmm.
bonds, in the money markets, those
Yeah.
kind of investments. That's where you can find tax implications. But
Okay.
for the life assurance policies, there is no tax in those policies,
Okay.
because the government as well is trying to ensure people picking up insurance. The penetration of insurance is quite low still. It's at 3%, 3 point something percent currently, and we need
Yeah.
to still hike it to more people in Kenya. So it's
Okay.
being they're trying to ensure taking up the insurance. So the tax
Okay.
implications are just in the investment products, not
Mm-hmm.
life assurance and some other products.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do
So
is,
every
let's see if
product
we
that
have any. Go on. Go on. Go on.
so for every product a client picks, I'll
Yeah.
will go through till the tax implication we
Mm-hmm.
see. So because every product
Yeah.
is different, so
Yeah.
we are able to do walkthrough in every
Yeah.
product for them to understand where
Mm.
do they get taxed for this and that. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see if we have any questions. So we're going to put a reference at the comment section of of this video. If anybody has any questions once we finish the streaming, then you can send the questions to Wambui. We're going to put her email address, so please quote the reference when you talk to Wambui. And I cannot see any questions so far. No questions. Anybody, any questions? Now is the time to type the questions in. Anyone? Okay, we've lost Wambui as well. Okay, so everyone, thank you so much for watching, and we're going to see you again in 2 weeks, and hopefully the stream is going to be a little bit better. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening. Take care. Bye.